You've been promoted.
You've been promoted.
Wow.
Welcome from the Belvedere VFW, Beth and Rob. Welcome. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great. How about you?
Awesome.
Now, just so you know, because you've been promoted to first, your paycheck will not change. Same pay.
So I was thinking that we were going to be adding zeros.
We're going to add at least 2 zeros to the already zeros that you already had.
Right.
So, yes.
Careful, Tom. We got a smart one on our hands. She knows exactly what we're doing. Well, hey, before we get into your event and all that's going on here in 2 weeks, tell us about yourselves. Beth, did you grow up here in Northern Illinois, or where'd you go to school? That sort of stuff.
I did. I was born and raised in Loves Park, graduate of Harlem High School.
Go Huskies.
Yep. Went to Rock Valley, then went down to ISU, got a degree in chemistry, came back to went and lived in Gurnee for a little while, came back to Rockford, and this is pretty much where I've been since then.
Okay. And you currently, obviously, the VFW, what you do for the VFW, is it 100% volunteer, or are you considered an employee?
No, I'm 100% volunteered. I'm a member of the auxiliary, which means that I'm not a veteran. I joined through my grandfather's service. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge in the Army.
Gotcha. Awesome. So you're. Can I ask you about your day job? Is that okay?
Oh, sure. You actually talked to the CEO of my company not too long ago. I work I'm a recruiter for the Rock River Valley Blood Center. So my job is that I go out and I ask organizations to host blood drives, and I create opportunities for everyday people to be superheroes and save lives.
I'm a 80+ pint donor, so I'm all there all the time. So
I'm right there with you. In fact, Monday I will be doing a stem cell donation.
I've got almost 400 phoresis.
Nice.
Yeah. I've been there for a while because I've been working so much and all that. I know I got to get back in there to get up over the 400 mark. I've been stuck more than 400 times because I'm also, 8 gallons or something like that before we started doing phoresis.
Well, thank you both very much. Our community appreciates everything that you give.
Absolutely. And Lisa was at our meeting yesterday at Linked Lunch. So it was nice to have Lisa come and Lisa Entrican be a part of our Linked Lunch on which we meet the second Friday of every month at Machine Shed. So you're welcome to join us anytime for that.
All right.
Rob Bland, where are you from? Did you grow up in Belvedere? Or?
No, I grew up in Wilmington, Illinois. It's a small town. Went to high school there. Wildcats. Went to Lewis University. From there, went through the ROTC program, joined the military, did 24 years, retired from the military. I came into Belvedere about 13 years ago when I was still in the military.
Okay.
Retired, I volunteer at the VFW and volunteer with the Rotary.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys been involved with the Belvedere VFW for a number of years now.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you're in leadership roles pretty much with the VFW right now, who's the leadership team currently over there at the Belvedere VFW?
So the commander is Bernadette Bland. I'm the quartermaster or the treasurer. Then we also have our senior vice, Greg Kelm, who was the commander for 17 years, and he stepped down last year. That was a long stint for him, but he sees the younger veterans coming in and can step up. Those are the main players on the VFW side.
Then in the auxiliary, our president is Bill Zangs, and our senior vice is Becky Colson, who is also the district auxiliary president. And our junior vice is Steve Leverage, and our treasurer is Lisa Leverage, and I'm the secretary.
Okay. So, and for folks who, let's talk to the folks for a minute who have zero military experience. Okay, they don't have an immediate family member that was in the military, so they say, VFW. I've seen these letters all my life. I have no idea what they mean, what they stand for. When someone is completely unknowing of what a VFW is and does, what do you tell them?
Well, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW, is an organization that was started right before World War I It was an organization that veterans who have served overseas in war and conflict were able to come together to still work for or do things in the community, but we were able to connect with each other and help each other through, just from talking through things to help them getting benefits through the VA.
Okay. So I'm going to bring up your guys' website here real quick so we can take a look at what you guys have on the website here. This is vfw1461.com.
Yes.
And this happens to be the Family Freedom Festival page, but I'll go back over here to the home page so people can see what they see when they go to your website. There's a bunch of links on the top, history and Veterans Club and Sunday Bingo and all different things, all the departments, all the branches for the veterans, and then of course a picture there of the VFW hall there. That's on Lincoln, right? On West Lincoln?
Yes.
And is this this is the location where this Family Freedom Festival is taking place in 2 weeks?
It is. Yes.
Okay. So 1310 West Lincoln Avenue is the spot for the Family Freedom Festival. And tell us about that. What is that all about?
So the Family Freedom Festival is an event that is suggested by the national level program, and it's a way for us to promote patriotism in the community, introduce patriotism to younger kids. Also, we have a lot of activities that are very family friendly. We have crafts, we have kids activities, and then we also have several vendors who offer services to veterans. So it's a way for them to come in, bring their kids along, but they can talk to people who offer services that they may be able to benefit from.
Okay. And that's, when folks get out of the military, they're in all different stages of life and some do career like Rob, others do 4 years and they're done. So you've got a lot of different things, a lot of different, what's the word I'm looking for? Just all kinds of different experiences for veterans and the different services that they need and that are available to them. It's kind of surprising, I think, to the average person to find out what services veterans have available to them that they don't realize are available to them. And you guys probably help them out a lot.
Well, that's what we were hoping to do, is to bring them in to talk to the different organizations that we have there so they can ask the specific questions, because like you said, it's a breadth of experience when they come out. Some just did 4 years, just did it for college. Some of us were in for a career, so they can go through and talk to each of these organizations with their specific questions.
Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. And so we're hoping to, by putting some of the answers in front of them, have them be like, oh, I didn't even know this was something that, was an option. So.
And then there's changing legislation. Like recently the PACT Act passed. So that was a big push through. We were able to get the VA to look at like toxic exposure. So for all those who are overseas with burn pits, air pollution, different chemicals, like Agent Orange, and you've seen the commercials for Camp Lejeune water, occupational hazards such as asbestos and noise. Since it's newer legislation, there's still a lot of questions out there. So we'll have organizations there that can answer those specific questions and possibly get people signed up to start the process.
Sure. I mean, as a realtor, I've come across, veterans who have learned about the different things that they have available to them to get VA loans and stuff like that. And some don't know how that works. So I can connect them with people who are more versed in that than I am. Good loan officers who've gone through the courses and stuff to teach people, hey, here, you can do this. You can't do that with your VA loan and educate that sort of thing. There's so many links on here. Is there a link on here? Is there a headline on here that we can take a quick look at before we get to the details of your event? I'm seeing honor guard, volunteering employment, veterans shopping and discounts, informational links. There's a lot on here. Is there anything specific we can kind of go down a bunny trail for just a minute to look at that you might want to focus on?
Maybe the Poppy story or the honor guard?
Well, so our honor guard is a group of veterans and we have a couple from, Bill Zangs, the president of the auxiliary, is also a member of the honor guard. It's voluntary. We're all volunteers. Whenever we like it when we get called out for different community events such as parades, 4th of July parade, Memorial Day parade. But we're also there for when a veteran in the community passes. Mm-hmm. We will go out there as a group. You can see there that we're doing a 21 gun salute. So for the ceremony or for the final ritual with the veteran who has passed, we'll do the 21 gun salute, playing of taps, and we will present the flag to the next of kin. And we have a memorial garden there as well, which will be on. People can come out and we'll have someone take them around during the event and show them the different bricks that people have gotten for their family members.
Okay. You know what's really special about all of that? I went through that with my dad when he passed away. 21 gun salute, the presenting of the flag. It gives people closure. And it was really, really important for my brother, my older brother, who was obviously the one who would get the flag. And I saw the look on his face. In fact, I'm looking at my dad's flag right now. I saw the look on his face when he got that flag. And it was. I know I'm off topic a little bit, sort of. But I just wanted to say how important that is. It's very, very important.
Yeah, yes. I really appreciate you guys doing that. Very much so. Well, in a couple of weeks, we've got this big event that you guys have been promoting now for a while. The Family Freedom Festival. How did this all come about?
I was just I wanted to do something that would involve the community and show people how great our post is, and just let them see, come together. It's one of the first festivals of the year, so it's a great opportunity to, get outside and get out of the house with the kids and go do something fun. So we just kind of started putting ideas together. And every year, this is our third year, every year it's grown and changed just a little bit in better ways, we hope. We've got some fantastic sponsors who are helping us, with, promotions and give some prizes for the kids for some of the different things and helping pay for, a lot of the expenses that come along with events like that. So we're very, very grateful for their support. But we have just so many activities packed into 10 to 4 on that Saturday that it's crazy actually.
So carve out part of your day on April 27th, if it's half an hour or 2 hours or all 6, to go out and hang out at the Belvedere VFW. Again, we got the address in the chat there. It's where'd you go? 1310 West Lincoln Avenue. There we go. 1310 1310 West Lincoln Avenue, Belvedere. And I got a feeling people driving down Lincoln Avenue that day won't be able to miss it.
No, we have some touch a truck. The fire department's going to have a truck there. We'll have a police vehicle there. We've got our tank. We've got a military Jeep, and we'll have somebody there just talking about the tank and when and where and how it was used. We've got, we have a little 0.1K decorated bicycle and wagon parade that we hope people will choose to participate in. It's just like a lap around the parking lot. 0.1K is literally like 320 some feet. We want people to decorate their little bikes and stuff patriotic and come on out. We've got a bouncy house. So, if you want to, get the kids out of the house and burn up some energy, there's the bouncy house. We have food trucks. So you can come a little bit before lunch, do some stuff, have some food. We've got, what are the food trucks?
We have Rusty Drum and Big John's coming out so far.
All right.
Big John's is the current reigning champion through the Belvedere Chamber of Commerce chili cook-off. So we're hoping that he's going to bring some of his award-winning chili also, in addition to all the really great food that he already makes. But his chili was amazing. So
Nice.
As long as there's no snake meat in it, I'll try it.
yeah, no.
Well, put it on your calendars now, April 27th, 10 to 4. Here's hoping the weather is as nice as it is today to get a lot of people out there and celebrate patriotism. I hope that something like this, gives people there's enough division and animosity and a lot of garbage. I know anybody who's on social media and spends time on social media sees enough of the bad stuff that's out there. People bad mouthing our country, even people that live here that seem to want to slam on our country. And it's like, we always remind people you don't have to follow those people. Social media is a choice, A, and who you follow on social media is a choice, B. So you don't have to be following those who are saying things that you don't necessarily want to hear. Although there are times that you definitely want to hear both sides of an argument and a story and to get different viewpoints, obviously. But there are some people, let's just face it, that are just not worth following. So here's something good you can do. Bring the kids out, bring the grandparents out, and celebrate freedom on April 27th. It looks like it's going to be a very fun time and a lot of fun stuff to do for the whole family. So I know Tom's got some trivia for us here before we skip over to that. Is there anything else that we didn't ask you about today that you want to make sure we get out there before we transition to trivia?
I would just encourage people to go to the website and explore some of the links. There are a lot of activities that we didn't even mention. We have a Buddy Poppy Child contest where kids can write an essay about a veteran in their life that they're proud of and potentially be our Buddy Poppy Child for the following year. There's coloring sheets that you can download and color and bring back for a prize. So just get on that website, Family Freedom Festival 1461.com, and just kind of explore and see all the things that are coming up.
Awesome. Good deal. We got that in the chat for you here today. Easy to find. Family Freedom Festival 1461.com. Awesome. All right. Well, let's shift gears, put Tom here down, and give us a little bit of his trivia for the week. I'm going to keep myself over here because there we go. Now we can see you guys better. All right.
First, go ahead.
I haven't made a thing yet. Wait a minute. Let's just do this real quick. Let's just do this. This will be our transition. Let's see if it works. See, I heard it.
Oh no. No. I'm invisible now. Oh, there I am. All right.
Did you
first
see the
category?
Video?
I saw it.
Yes.
Nice.
Wow, weird.
I was down there picking up a donut that I had dropped. I'm sorry I missed it.
All right, Tom.
All right. First category, quantum physics. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know how to spell it. So here it is. First question. It's all about Illinois. I'll give you the multiple choice if you need them. All right. Okay. So, all right. In what year did Illinois become a state? If you need them, I will give them to you. There's no shame in getting your multiple guess because I've already had it on my list.
I mean, I've got a guess, but I don't remember for sure if it's right.
All right. Do you want your multiple guesses?
Yes, please.
I'm guessing 1851.
Okay. Here are your guesses. Your options: 1812, 1815, 1818.
So I'm way off. I'm
1818.
Anybody else?
I'm with Rob. 1818.
Greg, you want to be different or go with the flow?
Well, since I said 1851, I'll reverse those last two and say 1815.
Okay, 1818 is the answer. Very good. And Rob, you knew that right away. When I gave you the options, you're like, yep, I know what it is. Very good. All right, question number 2. What car company makes Elantra? Elantra. What car company makes Elantra?
Fairly certain about this one.
I think I know too.
Fairly certain. What do you got, Beth?
I think Ford.
I'm pretty sure it's a Hyundai.
Oh,
It is. Or as my sister calls it, Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Like, Lori, it's the Y is silent. It's Hyundai. Hyundai, whatever. But it's not Hyundai. Hyundai. That's a kind of martial art, isn't it? Hyundai.
I think so. I don't know.
Maybe not. Probably wouldn't work. They're doing jujitsu and I'm doing Hyundai and getting my butt kicked. Okay, here we go.
Hyundai is where you get in the car and just run away.
Oh, there you go. All right. I like that. Your explanation is better. All right. Number 3, presidents. What was President Rutherford B. Hayes' middle name? What did the B stand for?
Oh, my word. Oh, my word.
I'm going to
Once
go
again,
with yes, please.
You don't get multiple guesses here.
You promised me math. You promised me math before we started.
How
I'm
old
going
was
with
President
Benjamin.
Rutherford B. Hayes when he died? There's a man.
I'm going with Benjamin. There was a lot of Benjamins back in that day.
All
Buford?
right.
Buford sounds
All good guesses. All good guesses. You were close. Burchard.
Oh.
What?
Rutherford Burchard Hayes. Okay, so one of the nice things about trivia is hopefully you leave smarter than when you came in. And
That's true.
you did, because now if it ever comes up again, you're going to remember it. You're never going to forget. Rutherford B, standing for Burchard Hayes.
Okay, honestly, Rob, Beth, have you ever in your life met anybody named Burchard?
I had never heard the name before today. So I was this many days old when I learned of that name.
Well,
So I am smarter.
so when I was a few years ago, I went back into my time machine, back to 1865, and I learned what his name was. That's how I knew it. Yeah.
Well, my late great father-in-law who served in the Navy, his name was Richard, but his name it was not Burchard. So I don't know. I'm not sure what even.
Maybe it was like Richard and somebody sneezed when they wrote it down.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, so if Dick is a nickname for Richard, then Bick has to be a nickname for Burchard, right?
There's some logic there, I suppose.
There is some weird logic. You know what? I'm 12. Just let it go.
Well,
okay.
we won't keep you
back
any
to the
longer.
drawing board.
Give them the trophy. They deserved it.
You get the trophy for today. Catch it. I'm throwing it your way.
There we go.
There you go. The invisible trophy, just like the invisible trivia guy. There we go.
We hope the best.
It got a little morphed in the interwebs. This is what I got. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Looks like SpongeBob.
It's a little chick.
Oh, it's a little chick. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now I can see it because you were covered up by your name across there. Part of it was. I just saw yellow.
All right, folks. Well, April, again, 27th is the big day, the Family Freedom Festival in Belvedere. And if you're out and about that day and you can only stop by for even just a little bit, stop on over there and plan on having your lunch over there or something like that and enjoying, celebrating freedom with the Belvedere VFW. Thanks for your time, Robin, Beth. Appreciate you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye now.
815 in crowd, 815 in crowd, 815 in crowd, 815.
We need to learn more about our guests because they are in the 815. They have an 815 not-for-profit foundation, but I don't know a lot of their history. Mark and Jamie Cooney are coming on with us now. Good morning to you, Coonies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us today on the show. And I know you've got a guest that you've invited to come along with you too. We're going to bring him on in just a second, but first we want to learn a little bit about you folks. Did you both grow up here in the 815? Tell us about your backstory a little bit.
Yeah, I'm Jamie. I'm Ryan's mom. I grew up in Pecatonica and lived there till I was about 19 years old, and then moved to the big metropolis of Rockford to experience the city life, and then started attending some softball games out at Forest Hills, and that's where I met Mark.
Okay.
And I grew up in Michigan and moved over here for work about 35 years ago, and just started working, lived up in the Roscoe Rockton area when I first moved in, and then I met Jamie at softball games when she was pregnant with Ryan.
Mm-hmm. I was pregnant.
Okay, cool. So you guys have basically been around this area for a long time, and started this foundation honoring your late son Ryan. And I guess do we want to get into this backstory we'll bring Brian in a little bit. Let's start at the beginning. Tell us about Ryan and who he was, and a little bit about his backstory.
Okay. Well, Ryan, he grew up in Rockton, Illinois, and attended the Rockton Grade School, Whitman Post, Stephen Mack, and then, of course, Hononegah. He was a 3-sport athlete, very active in the community. As far as personality, I'm his mom, so he was the best kid in the world. But he was enduring and loving and caring and extremely compassionate. He went to Southwest Minnesota on a football scholarship for about a half a year.
Mustangs? Was that the Mustangs?
Yep.
You know why I know that?
Why?
When my son played with a kid who played football and got a scholarship at Southwest Minnesota.
Okay. Who was that?
Jeff Polsine.
Oh, that doesn't sound familiar.
Jeff, I'm guessing is probably a couple years behind Ryan. I'm guessing. Okay. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure Ryan spent more time at the casino than he did at anybody's house. Right? Why he ended up coming home.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he got redshirted, and he had a lot of extra time, and he wasn't used to that.
No. Jeff was a crazy awesome linebacker, so I think he played all 4 years out there.
Okay.
But, so Ryan comes home, and where do we go from there?
Yeah, so he went to Rock Valley and went up to Platteville and tried that, and just decided school wasn't for him, and enlisted into the Marines. And actually, it'll be 10 years ago this April that he went out to California to be a Marine.
Okay. So yeah, he definitely was older than Jeff and Kenny. So he goes out to California, does the boot camp thing.
Yeah.
They plug him into where they think he's going to be fulfilled and useful. The Marine thing, I'm assuming, I don't know this, is something like the Army thing, right? The boot camp and the assessment tests, and saying, okay, here's 2 or 3 possible career tracks for you. Did they let them choose, or do they just put them in they determine if you're a square or circle and put you in the right hole?
That's exactly it. Yeah, you go up to MEPS in Milwaukee and take a bunch of tests, and they tell you this is what you're going to do once you get through boot camp, and this is where you'll be stationed and go to school. And originally he was going to end up in Missouri and do logistics, but he got the opportunity to go in early. We didn't really know a lot about it, so he accepted going in early, and he ended up at 29 Palms, and he did the Amtrackers. He became a crew chief on an Amtracker.
Okay.
So that's what they take the guys from the boat to the land in. So everybody's in the container, and then it's basically a can that floats to shore.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When you said Amtrak, I'm thinking
No.
Right. But those are the transports that we see probably from those like World War II videos back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Storming the beaches.
Amphibious assault vehicle. I was at AAV. Hey, and you notice our lights blinking.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you had an idea, Mark.
Yeah. I was raising, instead of raising my hand, I had the light going off.
Yeah, there you go.
Would that be,
You've had several ideas in the last 30 seconds.
would that be a good morning Ryan sign? Is that what
Yes,
we're gonna call that?
probably Ryan saying, "Hey, I'm still here." So
Yeah, it's him reminding me Brian is
Cool.
waiting in the wings, and we gotta hear from Brian too. So I'm gonna bring Brian on. Brian King, you mentioned was a friend of Ryan's back in the day. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us this morning. Having known Ryan for how many years?
Since we were probably about 10 years old. So
okay.
Quite some
Let's go ahead and give Brian the floor here a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your memories of Ryan and growing up with Ryan in Stephen Mack Middle School and all the stuff you guys did.
Yeah, so originally from the Rockton area as well. So grew up with Ryan going to Stephen Mack and the Movement Post, and then onto Hononegah. Played every sport with Ryan, throughout school, and then travel sports as well. We met in third grade playing football for the Rockton Lions back in the day, and Cooney was our coach. So from early stage, Ryan and I just became very close and pretty much inseparable. We were always together, whether it was summer break, during the school year, practices, weekends, whatever it was, we were kind of always together. Miss Jamie always jokes it was always Brian and Ryan. It was, kind of tandem people that were always together. So then after high school, we kind of went our separate ways. I went to University of Wisconsin-Madison for a couple of years as Ryan went to the Marine Corps route. And then I came to downtown Chicago, where I still live today. But Ryan and I still stayed close, throughout this whole time. And whenever we had the chance to get together, we'd always meet up, and we'd still go on vacations together. Grew up going on vacations with the Coonies. Ryan grew up going on vacations with my family as well, going to football camps, just kind of all over the board. So I've known the Coonies for a very, very long time.
And I think this is really important. I'm glad we're having this conversation the way that we're having this conversation. I hope you guys see the value in this too, mainly because what Ryan went through, it appears to me, was a very normal childhood that all of us can relate to.
Yep,
absolutely. All of us can relate to, and to have him go through what he went through and end up how he ended up. It's important to see that mental health is complicated. It's very complicated. And we're experiencing that in Rockford this week. We're hearing, the stories of the tragedies that happened here this week in our own community again, of what I think we can all pretty much agree boils down to mental health awareness, mental health of it. What are people thinking? What are people doing? How are people being helped? How are they not being helped? And when you decided to start this foundation, I'm assuming, Jamie, were you the catalyst of that, or was there something else that kind of said, let's start this foundation?
Actually, I was not. Not. And I was like, Mark, if you want to do this, you can go right ahead and do it. I'm going to sit in the background and watch. So that's where we bring Brian and another young man, Ryan Sadler, into the picture. They reached out to Mark in December of 2021 and asked if he would be okay if they did a golf outing to memorialize Ryan. And he's like, yeah, of course. How do we do this? Okay. And then they figured out, you know what, we need to set up a foundation to funnel the money through it so everybody knows it's legit and where the money's going. And I'll let you guys take it from there. So I was not the catalyst, but I'm like the number one supporter.
It was a great supporter.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Ryan Sadler and BK came and said, hey, let's do this. What do you think? What do we do? And I said, okay, well, we're going to need some help. And we got a bunch of people together, and about 4 or 5 other guys. And it was amazing, the support we got from the community. It was amazing. It was like, you would love all that support for the vets as they're going through what they're going through when they're going through it. And they don't realize it's there, because, there's people that go to Swedes and Rosecrans and all those other places to get help. But if, sometimes you look at somebody and you say, man, that guy's crazy, but you don't ask him if he needs help. Don't ask him if there's anything I can do for you. But that's how it started, and those are what we were thinking and how we can get help to local people. And BK's been great, and so is Rhino.
Well, I think the number one question most people ask when they come across a foundation like yours is, what does the money do? I'm going to donate. I'm going to drop a few bucks into this Donate Now tab here on your website, and it's going to go somewhere. Where do you see the greatest impact for the money donated to RDM Foundation?
BK, you want to talk about the dogs?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first year, just take a history lesson quick. So when we first started in 2022, our first initial donation just went to Rockton American Legion and Mission 22. And then last year, with last year's donations, we want to expand to a broader reach outside of those two organizations. So we found a organization that trains service dogs in Lyons, Illinois, still the local general area around Rockford. So they are an organization that train and sponsor service dogs for ex-military people, so for all veterans. So they help train the veteran themselves as well as the dog, just to live your everyday life. And those are their companions. So they go through the training program together, opposed to some other organizations where they train the dog and then give the dog to a veteran. The veteran doesn't know how to adapt or how to kind of work with that dog, because every dog and every veteran is unique and has various reasons why they need a service animal. So they work with the veteran and the dog themselves to kind of figure out what's best for their situation. So that's our biggest organization that we're giving to now, is sponsoring these service dogs for more service members to receive animals.
Okay. So you see yourself as an organization to support other organizations, which I think is great.
Yeah. So really focusing just on organizations that help mental health and just suicide awareness.
Okay.
What our goal is eventually, like I always say, we're kind of in the infant toddler stages of the foundation. As the board tries to figure out where we really want to have the biggest impact, about a year ago, we decided we really want to stay local and help local veterans. And maybe eventually, grow into that and get bigger and spread our wings. But right now, we're looking for other organizations to support, but then set up our website and start reaching out to other people. Well, if you need help, we're going to have information on our website. We kind of teamed up with it's called Veterans Bridge Home out of North Carolina. They're very, very open into helping us setting something up like that. In this area, we just haven't gotten there yet. One, because all the board members and volunteers still work full time. And as you can see, Ryan, was 28 when we lost him. He'd be 31 now. And all his friends that are involved in this are young, getting married, starting their families. So they're very busy. So we're trying to make it so it's a balance for everybody, and it doesn't become another job for them. We want it to come from the heart and not burden people with this, because we try to look at it as what would Ryan want? Ryan would want balance. Ryan would want people to be totally happy.
Simple.
While helping other people. Yeah, simple.
Yeah. Every time the subject comes up of the suicide statistics of those who leave the military, and it's just heartbreaking. It's so sad to see how so many young people, with good intentions and trying to serve and find themselves and find the career track, and for all manner of different reasons, end up taking their own lives and finding themselves in some kind of hopeless place. Thankfully, organizations like yours, supporting other organizations, are out there trying to make a difference and to make sure that these young people know there is purpose for them after the military. Even if they don't find their niche in the military, they can still find it out of the military when they're done serving. I know when we talked earlier, Mark, that this year, you said this year's golf outing is already sold out. Is that correct?
That is correct. We've got 160 golfers lined up already. We have 40 volunteers that'll be helping us out. We're looking for donations and baskets if you'd like to donate, things that we could, raffle off for people. Last year, I think we had close to 45 baskets that we raffled off. So it's really a good time. We do dinner at the Legion. If you would like to go to the dinner, maybe not the golf outing, I think, Brian, we still have some tickets available for that. Some space available where you can just pay for the dinner and come enjoy the company.
So there's still space for that? Maybe?
Yeah, there's still space for people to come to dinner. Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to put the link to the website here in the chat so people can easily find where that is. And then see if I can also copy the Facebook page here and put that in the chat as well, so people can find your Facebook page really, really easily. So this event sold out. That's pretty awesome. I mean, that's gotta warm your heart to know that you put the word out there and it's already sold out here. And it's not till June.
Yeah, we've never. I think the first year we went public and went out and started finding golfers, but the second and third year, everybody's come back. We have basically the same people coming back every year. We get a couple different people, but we've never, the last 2 years, we haven't opened it to the public because we were just full.
Yeah. Well, you know what some clubs have done? They've gone to using 2 courses or doing 2 days.
No.
It's as complicated as it already is. So we started out with 72 golfers and went to 144 in the first year without even thinking twice. So
I want to thank Cassie over at Mactown Construction. She's the one that connected me with you guys to connect and have you on the podcast here today. So those who do want to still contribute to this can still donate. There's a donate button on the website. If you have something that you want to donate to the silent auction type items, that's available too. Is there anything else that we're not asking you that you want to make sure we talk about today? Any details or other events after the golf outing? Anything that I might be missing that you want to make sure we throw out there?
I mean, we're looking to do other events. You mentioned one the other day, something that we can go look at, whether it's a bowling thing or the axe throwing thing like you talked about. We're going to try to continue to do things like that. But like Jamie said, we're just trying to figure it out right now and what we can do and not overburden people with trying to help us out. So,
yeah, we live in a very generous community. So it's really cool that Rockford does tend to rally around legitimate needs. So I think if you keep the discussion going, I think you'll see someone that'll want to organize a bowling fundraiser for you guys, or axe throwing out of big timber or something like that. That'll just get people out to support your cause.
That would be awesome.
What were you going to add, Brian? I think
Oh, no, you're good.
They're good. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that covers all of our bases today. So if someone does want to volunteer for you, you don't have any room for people to volunteer at this event this year. You're already full.
At this time, we're already full. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Which is a good problem to have. But we always take lists for next year. If there's people that want to contribute in any way or help out, we can always keep your name and remember for next year and reach out at that time.
Waiting list for volunteers. Tom, this might be a first for us in 4 years that we've put the call out for volunteers. Yeah. And the organizers are saying, well, no, hold on. We're good.
No, yeah, we don't need any more. Just still send some money, though. Send some money. Money's always good because
the money in the baskets. Yeah, that'll work, right?
Yeah. Awesome. Having the donation baskets is really our main source of income. That's where the golfers, that's where they put all their money towards the day of. And that's how we raise all the money that we do to be able to give to other organizations.
Yeah. And think of it this way too. Money, for somebody to send $20, $50, $100, it's a foot in the door. Now you're familiar with the organization. Now the next time it comes up, oh yeah, that was a great organization. I donated last year. I'm going to do more this year. It helps to raise awareness. So folks, if you've got a spare 20, a spare 50, whatever, please send it because it can always help. Unlike, you don't send any more golfers. We don't need them, but we do need money. So that's always a good thing.
I do have one more thing. We are working. We're really just started in the last couple months working with Rosecrans and their new veterans thing that they're setting up. They're just getting people in position to do that. And we're going to be working with them to be able to push people to them if they contact us and they need it. So we'll be able to have another opportunity for people to get some help.
Awesome. Good deal. Very good idea. All right. So before we let you go, we'd like to try a little trivia on you guys. And as I mentioned earlier in the chat, we've got a link to the website. We've got a link to the Facebook page. So give that a try. I'm going to try a new screen here to see if this works. I don't know if this is going to work for us or not. Yeah, I think this is going to work. Well, that's a nice screen. Hey, Tom.
All right, Mark and Jamie, you're going to have to put your heads together figuratively and literally.
There we go. That's it. I can be
go.
blocked out. You guys, I'll try to be your lifeline for your trivia. Maybe we'll see how it goes.
You are kind of square anyway, Greg.
I'll just stay right.
All right,
here
up for grabs, folks. Is this wonderful trophy?
Uh-oh.
This wonderful, or you can opt for door number 2, which is a little Snoopy something or other. I know, Mark and Jamie, when you first saw me on the screen, I'm pulling out my big giant stuffed animal, and I've got frogs, and I've got Snoopy and all that. I'm an odd individual. In a good way, though. In a good way. All right, here we go. You ready for trivia?
Yeah.
Sure.
I promise they won't be too difficult. All right, here we go. Question number 1. What is the symbol for Everready batteries? Once again, what is the symbol for Everready batteries?
Is it lightning bolt?
Remember, Greg, you're locked out.
I know. I'm trying to think of a.
Brian, you can join too. Oh, and by the way, I shouldn't have to say it, but no Googling. No Googling.
Yeah, B's Googling.
Is that the guy that put the battery on his shoulder?
I'm looking at his eyes like.
Put the battery on his shoulder. I knock it off my shoulder. I dare you. Go ahead. I dare you. Who was that?
I don't know.
No idea.
Never heard of it.
It could have been, but that's not the answer. Once again, what is the symbol for Everready batteries?
We don't know.
Is it just a plus sign?
All right, Brian, no guess.
I don't know.
It is a cat. It is a cat running through the number 9.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And it's blue with a number 9 yellow and a black.
As soon as you say that, now I see it in my head.
All right.
All right, 2 more.
All right. Number 2, question number 2. What is the only dog whose smelling prowess is actually admissible in a court of law?
It's a German Shepherd.
German Shepherd, yeah.
Any other guesses? I'll always ask if there are any other guesses just because
I'm thinking
that one's wrong.
I'm thinking it's got to be like a bloodhound.
A hound dog?
Bloodhound.
Bloodhound.
No.
Bloodhound's correct. Hound dog works.
Dog.
But we'll go blood. All right. Here we go. Geography question. Sort of. In 1971, East Pakistan won its independence from Pakistan and became this country.
East Pakistan.
No Googling, Brian.
Yeah. East Pakistan became what country?
Yep. 1971, East Pakistan won its independence from Pakistan and became this country.
Is there a country called Kumar?
No, but I went to school with a guy named Kumar. I did.
I was going to say either Iraq or Afghanistan.
East.
I don't think they're that old.
Okay, I'm going to give you one hint, and it's going to be a very, very, very kind of a. Maybe Greg will get it because he's a music guy. The first part of this country.
You just said music. That's all I needed. I know now.
Okay.
I think I.
What are you thinking? Oh, I'm completely confused now. What do you think, Greg?
Kathmandu.
Israel.
No, Kathmandu. Okay, no. All right, it's a Todd Rundgren song, one of his absolute favorite. They play it at every arena. Think of the song, and that's the first part of this country.
No idea.
I want to bang on the drum all day. Bangladesh.
Oh.
Bangladesh.
Sorry, we didn't do very
All
good
right.
there.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. The problem with trivia, sometimes if you're not in that mindset, I do it 3 nights a week. Greg does it fairly often. If you're not in that mindset, it's really hard to come up with that stuff. Now, if we were to do this every single week, in about 3 or 4 weeks, if you were to play trivia or something like that, you'd be winning. You'd be scoring.
We know what he was
high
fishing
scores.
for. That's right. That's right. All right. Well, the as I mentioned earlier, the links are in the chat. If you want to go right to the RDM Foundation and check out all that they're doing, make a donation, and get on that waiting list for volunteers. Maybe get on the waiting list for next year's golf tournament. If you
That's right.
It's I don't know how you're going to expand on this, but I'm sure someone will help you do it. So you'll any final words?
We appreciate your time today too.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thanks, Brian.
Brian, Mark, Jamie, thanks for coming on, and all the best in your event. All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
There we go. She, as I mentioned earlier, is the Vice President of Business Banking and Relationship Manager at Rockford Community Bank, and she's also very, very active in so many different things. I don't know that I can list them all. Danny D'Addario is on with us today, and let's put you on a different screen here, Danny. Good morning, Danny.
Good morning. How are you, Greg and Tom?
We are wonderful.
We're going to put you right down here, front and center, and change our little logo up in the top box to the
dizzy. It's like I'm on a tilt-a-whirl or something.
There you go.
Stop! Make it stop!
I don't have a button for randomness, but I could just kind of circle around and make it all fun. Eventually we're going to this, which will put you. Wait a minute. There we go. So this is what we really should be at.
Much better picture.
we like to focus on our guests here on the show. So for those who have never met you, which is probably like 5 people in the entire city of Rockford, who is Danny D'Addario? Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? High school? All that kind of fun stuff. Background info.
Awesome. So I am born and raised in Rockford, Illinois, which is probably why I love it so much in our whole Rockford region. I did move away for just a little over 3 years to Chicago for a career move and came right back here to Rockford because Rockford is so awesome. My high school is Boylan, so I was a Titan.
All right.
Where's all the cheering? I thought there was going to be some cheering for that one. No cheering.
Cool colors, green, good for this weekend, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
I have my green hat.
Yay.
It's not quite the same color. No, I love Boylan. I do absolutely love Boylan. There's a lot of Boylan haters out there, and you know why? Because they win.
They win.
And nobody likes consistent winners. It's like the Yankees or the Cardinals or whatever. So kudos to Boylan. Yeah. A lot of great people have come out of Boylan. That is an amazing school. Can't hit winners.
So Boylan, I still cheer for Boylan, though, I also cheer for Rockford Lutheran because my daughter went there. So, I'm very attached to that school as well. So, I want to give a little plug for them. But yes, Greg, like you mentioned earlier, I'm involved in quite a few things. And it's really because I just feel like our community here is so great. And there are so many great people in our community doing so many great things. And I really like to be a proponent of that and a cheerleader of that. And I'm very passionate about all things that are happening here and helping to get other people connected to all of the things that are happening within the Rockford region.
That is a fun, joyful experience when you can connect people who previously didn't know each other, didn't know that they could help each other, and all of a sudden they're like, oh wait, you support this, I support that. Oh my, yeah, hey, we should do something together. And it's like, yes.
Yeah.
That's the sign of a successful networking event in my mind is
Mm-hmm.
2 people meeting each other for the first time maybe, or at least finding out that they have something in common that they can further, that they can promote, and they can expand on. And that's great. I love that. Today you're representing Rockford Network of Professional Women. And tell us a little bit about that organization for those who have no clue what that is.
Certainly. So the Rockford Network of Professional Women, we currently have 139 active members. So that's pretty awesome. The organization itself was created by 4 women in 1981. And the organization is really meant to connect people. So connect professional women for civic, personal, and professional growth within their lives. a lot of things that we do really help to engage and empower and encourage women and help them to further grow their careers or to get involved in activities or other organizations that they feel passionate about. So our organization, we invite all people to come. So Greg and Tom, feel free to come join us as well. There is a monthly lunch in. So the organization runs. Oh yeah, great picture.
You had me at lunch, by the way.
Yeah, lunch, exactly. So from September through June, September is a kickoff event that happens every year. And our event chairs are amazing. They put together some excellent events and excellent shows. Oh yes, we have some of them right on the screen. Thank you, Greg. So September is the kickoff. And then every month in between September and May, there are different lunches and there's a theme every year. So as you see this year, the theme is cultivate the life you want. So everyone that comes and speaks really talks about how to cultivate different things, whether it's cultivating your resume, cultivating your career. There's always a great an important message with each of the lunches that we have. And I tell you, I learned something from every single one. So if you walk in there and you have an open mind, I assure you, you will absolutely learn something from all of these amazing women. So the big event of the year that we do is in April, and that's our Professional Development Day. Professional Development Day, we have brought in some amazing speakers. There's always a ton that is learned from this day, and I hear it from everyone that comes. We also do a survey at the end of it, so that's another way that we gather information and feedback from all of the people that come to this event. This year, we are targeting having 200 people at this event, so I hope to see all of you there. We have a great presenter, Kate Donovan. Her speech that she will be doing for us is Resentment is Your Superpower. So during the event, we start with a breakfast. So you'll have some great food. This year it's at Forest Hills Country Club. We have networking throughout the day. Our presenter will present her topic in the morning, the earlier morning session. Then we have a little breakout for networking. And then she's going to come back and she's going to do some activities with us. So there's actually 2 sessions here where Kate is going to be sharing her knowledge and actually getting us involved with what she does. So you'll be able to walk away from this with actionable items that will give you an immediate impact within your life.
Nice, nice. Is Kate from the area? Is she a Midwest person?
She is not from this area. We found her, and I'll tell you, there are local people. So, this year I'm the vice chair of this committee. Next year I'll be the chair of this committee, and we do have a great presenter who will be coming next year as well. The presenter that we have coming next year actually has worked with Kate in the past and told us how amazing she is. And as Jamie and I, so Jamie Durkee, she's the chair this year. As we started looking into our speaker and who we wanted to bring here, we did get some feedback on that as well. And hi, somebody said hi in there. Hi. We heard a lot of valuable feedback about her. People give high recommendations, and that's people within this area that have worked with her. So we really felt strongly about bringing her in. The other reason why we're bringing Kate here is because, like I said, there is a survey that's completed by all of the attendees at the end of each event. And last year, burnout was one of the biggest things that came up within the survey. And so our attendees said, hey, please bring somebody here that can help us with this about burnout within your organizations, burnout within yourself, how to use any type of negative emotion and turn it into something that will actually propel you forward. So we looked and searched for that, got a lot of feedback, and that's how we chose Kate. We had some meetings with her, and she's phenomenal. So we're super excited to see her and hear more from her, and really to help everyone within our area use this information to do more good.
That's interesting. But what's interesting about that too, Danny, is in April, our speaker at Rockford Linked Lunch is most likely going to be speaking on that very topic, work-life balance. And we tend to fall into 2 different camps, I think, when we fall into our careers, and one seems to be fairly healthy, and it takes us a while to figure that out, and the other one seems to be a little bit not so healthy, where we just work, and find ourselves being just wiped out by life, work, balance issues and stuff like that. So this is very pertinent information.
It is, and I'll tell you. So, I know Mandolin is going to be the presenter at the Rockford Linked Luncheon. I love her also. Love Mandolin. She is one of the people that did provide a recommendation for Kate. She has worked with her in the past. So it's very relevant that they both are going to be presenting in April, because they really go hand in hand in the things that they're doing and the things that they're trying to help people with and move them forward. So I'm super excited that Mandolin's going to be there also.
Nice. So ladies who are thinking about joining the Rockford Network of Professional Women, is there any sort of stipulations to who can or can't join? Do you have to live in Rockford? Do you have to be in a certain professional service industry or something like that?
Anyone can join, really. Greg, you can join if you would like to join us. We'd be glad to have you as part of our organization. So we do invite everyone. There is a $50 annual fee. That's all to join this organization. And there's a ton of benefit from that. In terms of the different events, so the monthly luncheons those do have a fee associated with them. Those are $28 this year. And then for our professional development day, there is a fee of $70. And I want to point out as well that those funds, while they do cover the event costs, it is focused on scholarships. So the main reason that we do this professional development day outside of providing this resource to the Rockford region is that we provide scholarships to women. And these scholarships can be either for a university program, or we have added in as well a certification program. So it really covers anything that these women want to do. The requirement for this is that the person is 23 years of age or older. So we focus on a different segment than what most grants or scholarships are available for. So it really has provided some value to these individuals. And a lot of the people that have received these scholarships have gone on to do great things. And we appreciate that they're using those scholarships to do good.
Well, this looks like a very interesting topic. Resentment can hold you back, or it can make you incredibly powerful. Mm-hmm. There's some deep stuff that could be waded through in that topic for sure. So I think I imagine Kate's going to be. This is going to take more than a half an hour to present.
Yes.
Right.
So something that, and I took this directly from Kate's website. So please check Kate Donovan out on her website. She also has a podcast that she does, and there's lots of great things on there. But so a couple of things that she mentions in terms of how she created this. She also has a book. So something she said was, and these are her words, "My burnout happened while I was doing a job I loved, and that was really confusing for me." Another one is, "I was disappointed with adulting, especially because I did all the right things." So, a lot of people can probably relate to that in some sort of way, right? I do all the right things, and look, it's not happening the way I thought it was. So it's really important that we try to share this information, and that we encourage people to use what she says and what she's doing, and actively, right? Participate actively in what those things are. I also want to share, so I want to give a huge shout out actually to our current sponsors, and then share there still are some sponsorship opportunities available for those that are interested. So our main sponsors right now, so thank you to Medicare 411. I know a lot of us have met and worked with a lot of people at that organization. It's an amazing organization, and we appreciate them for all they do.
Tracy's got a great team over there of agents helping folks wade through the Medicare information.
Yep. Heritage Woods of Belvedere and Heritage Woods of Rockford are both sponsors. Beloit Health Systems and my very own Rockford Community Bank. So we appreciate all of the sponsors. And if you are interested in becoming a sponsor, there still are a few available. We do have some collaboration champion sponsors available, which would be similar to a silver sponsorship in many other ways. And we do have some notable networkers available. The notable networker would be similar to a bronze sponsorship. We also have some table sponsorships available. So we have a few of those left. And the sponsorships range anywhere from $500 to $1,000 that are left. So we would appreciate the sponsorships, and we encourage you to really, send your teams, right? Send people from your company, send people from your organizations. We have a lot of companies that do that, and they'll buy a table for this event, and they send, 8 people, 6 people, 10 people. They get a couple of tables, and then, the people are very enthusiastic and want to come back the next year. And then they also bring that information back to the organization. So it's something that would benefit them. Mm-hmm.
Good plan. Well, April 18th, it's a Thursday, pretty much an all-day event.
It is 8:30 to 11:30. So you'll be out of there to go back in the afternoon and start taking action on what you learned.
Awesome. Okay, good deal. Well, is there anything else about the organization that we haven't asked you about that you want to make sure you get out there as far as what you guys are involved in, other groups? Do you collaborate with other organizations? Is there anything that we're kind of maybe missing? What do you wish we would ask you about the Rockford Network of Professional Women?
Well, I would encourage individuals to go out to the website. It's rockfordnetwork.org. So please check it out. Okay. But the organization really does that. We absolutely collaborate in many ways. And the organization also is a huge proponent of recognizing and promoting all of the members. So we also have a committee that specifically looks at what people are doing in the area, and we'll write award recommendations and nominations for them. We'll help them get connected to other organizations that they want to be a part of. So it really is an all-encompassing and collaborative organization, and we appreciate that the organization does that, and that the organization continues to thrive and adapt as things change. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Good deal. Well, again, the event itself, April 18th, it's a Thursday morning, and should be a great morning with Kate, and hopefully you have a great turnout at Forest Hills Country Club. They do a wonderful job of hosting events over there at Forest Hills Country Club. For those who haven't been there in the last few years, they did some upgrading and some rehabbing there. Because it's been here a long time. Forest Hills Country Club has been around for a long time, and it was ready for some upgrades, and they took care of some stuff in their meeting spaces that has really made that place pop. So very, very nice, and hopefully the event is everything that you are planning it to be.
Yep, we hope so. And also, today is the Rockford St. Patrick's Day Parade. So for all of you on here, if you don't know that and you're not going, come join us down there. Rockford Community Bank is a big part of that as well. Our very own Ida Riley, who is our regional manager on the retail side, will be doing a traditional Irish blessing as she came here from Ireland. So that'll be kind of fun. And just, I encourage everyone to reach out to me as well if you have additional questions about the organization or anything else.
Okay, good deal. Well, and of course, if you have any banking needs, Rockford Community Bank, business banking especially, Danny is forte over there. Reach out and ask her any questions you have about business banking. Yep. I know Tom's got some trivia for us this morning, and he promises to make us look dumb, or try not to make us look dumb. We'll see how we do.
Never ever want to make you look dumb. So I usually try and make them somewhat similar.
Throw the hard ones out there. You never know. We might surprise you.
All right. So before we start, one random question, Danny. I'd love to ask this question. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time, Grease.
Ooh,
really? That's cool.
Yeah,
I got chills. They're multiplying, and I'm losing. Okay, all right. No, I love. Great movie. Mine is Back to the Future. All three of them. I don't care which one. All right,
all three of them.
Good enough. All right, they are going to be St. Patty's related. All right, here we go.
All right.
Question number 1. A limerick is how many lines? Is it 5 or is it 7?
5 or
Greg, let her answer first.
7.
Oh, it's 5. I'm sorry.
Oh!
I would have guessed 4. Oh well.
Yeah, well, was not an option.
Yeah. All right. Well,
all right.
Point for us.
I won't give you any limericks, by the way, because most of them I've found are not real clean. So we'll eliminate that.
There once
right.
was a man from Brazil
Yeah.
who fell down a tall, tall hill.
And
Thought he was
He's-
stuck until he got up and found he was there still. That's all I know.
wow. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. No, that's not a limerick, is it? Broke his gun. That is actually. That is. Anyway, and there's so many variations of it, so we'll bypass that. All right. Where was St. Patrick born? What country? What country was St. Patrick born? Beggars, you may know this one because we may have done this one. Maybe not.
Well, yeah, this was at the NAMI trivia night.
Oh.
It was. It was
This
a
was a
no
NAMI
fair
trivia
for
night
you.
question.
I'm going to give you two options:
Gotta be a-
Ireland or England.
England.
England is correct. Yes. Very good. Very
I'm born in
good.
Ireland.
All right. And finally, what is a leprechaun's occupation? Is he a cobbler or a crocker? A cobbler is a shoemaker. A crocker is a pottery maker. A potter.
That's a really
Once
good
again,
question.
what is a leprechaun's occupation? A cobbler or a crocker?
He wears the most interesting shoes that there's ever been made
right.
in the world.
I'm
But
gonna
he's
go
got the color gold.
I think cobbler.
Cobbler. Well, I was going to give you a hint. His wife's name is not Betty. He is a cobbler. Anyway, I don't know. That really wasn't a hint anyway, but
All right.
it's just
Well, we didn't necessarily win the day, but we didn't lose it
she,
either. So
she was 2 for 3. She
2 for
won.
3.
Here you go.
All
I'm
right.
sending it to you. Oh well, he's got that logo up there. I can't do it.
All right.
There we go. Here we go.
See if you can hand it up
I
to
can't
her.
get this mirrored thing. Oh, there we go. There you go.
I accept.
Oh, did you see that? She had something in her hand. Oh my God, that's good.
That was
That was
good.
good.
That was good. All right, Danny. Well, I sure appreciate you spending time with us today. Before we let you go, is there anything else you'd like to add before we say Happy St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, really just happy St. Patrick's Day, and come see us at the bank. We're expanding. We have 2 new locations opening this year. So we have our Rockford location on Perryville. We're expanding downtown in Rockford, and then also into McChesney Park. So we always love to see everyone. Please come in, say hi. We have a lot of community events, and we'd love to introduce ourselves to you.
Awesome. We've got links in the chat today, so makes it very easy to get right to their Facebook page or right to the organization's web page for the Rockford Network of Professional Women. It's all right there. So have yourself a wonderful weekend, Danny.
You too. I'll see you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
There we go. Rockford Network of Professional Women. And let's see, Joanne's wandering around.
That girl may be the next mayor of Rockford.
Right there. Yeah.
She gets it.
You've already been encouraged now, Danny. But now by the